More recording. I'm also too lazy to think of a different outro for every video, so I just go I just say something. Especially, I'm also too lazy, especially if I record videos back to back. I don't record them back to back, then
Well, why don't you just like make just a specific outro that's like specific to you, and then you just do that at the end of every video. Try that.
That's too much work right now.
Oh no, not again! I thought you guys. Hi.
Did the baby penguins escape?
I just figured out. Turns out in below zero, you. No, I had to restart the game because I didn't save it last night. I was too tired to. So I'm kind of at the beginning again. So I'm back to stealing baby penguins. But those like exploding like ball things, they're in this game as well. I thought they wouldn't be, but you know as they are.
This confirms that you are clearly insane.
Peas in a phylopod, Ordis. Stay close, in case I come to my senses.
Bonk. Whee!
Exalted. The dissident remains entrenched in the
Disciple
shadows
Kal
below.
Nutera.
The sea runs crimson with the blood of our faithful. But I will prevail. In Narmer's name, all is one.
Hey, who's hunting me?
Oh, I died and I lost personal belongings. By personal belongings, I lost my whole inventory of fucking penguins.
Oh, the Stalker's helping me.
The unclean spirit thins are heard from the shadows. Will not matter, my faith is too strong. The light of Narmer will bring it the truth. All as
Let's
one.
go. I'm getting help from the Stalker. And I'm actually marked for death by him, so.
I used to be hated by everybody when I played the game. But literally, I was marked for death by every single person that can mark me for death.
For right now, I'm marked for death by the Zanuka and the Stalker. But I have all the Stalker's weapons, so I have the hate, the little kunai,
I was most for death by like Zanuka.
the blood.
Yeah, this was Zanuka,
no,
the Stalker,
yeah, those guys. For some reason, I wanted to call them the Blood Brothers. But that's Marvel. Yeah, Stalker.
Only I remain. The test of my faith in trembling light. But I am not afraid. Alice, his love is within me. All is one. All us.
Oh dang, all these guys are dead. He's killed everyone. Oh. Oh dang. Game just went black. Ooh, cutscene. Where am I? Oh, hey, Stalker. Never mind, I thought, okay. Thought you were trying to help me.
Golden Lord of Lies cannot kill you, Tenno.
She lives,
That's
Hunhow.
me.
Wait, Hunhow? I thought it was Hunhow.
No, she only lingers, and without her kind, not for long. Their search for her remains has long since begun. The shadow can dispatch you swiftly. A mercy. The Archons will not.
What do they want?
The same as you. To raise the dead. Only they have the power to do it. Unlike you. You are just as incomplete as she is. No metal beasts, no void fury. They will snap you in half and plant a veil on your face.
Not if you help me.
Help you? Of course. What are friends for? Let me explain what you are up against, friend. You see, the
I don't like the way you said
Archons
friend.
were made by my son, Era. Hybrid abominations of the old war, raised from the blighted battlefields where Sentient and Warframe fell.
Is that an owl? What do they call the wolf? I've seen the snake before. I have seen the snake before. That's just Mag Prime. Oh, the wolf is Rhino Prime, and the owl is Ember Prime.
I've seen this snake before.
You know Naira, the eldest. Her whip cracks with an Eidolon's wrath. Bone-shattered shockwaves unleashed by every unfurling of its tip. Her whip is more than pain. It is protection. And more, for if you stand in awe of its spiral, the great thunderclap that follows will knock you senseless. Though, she may be diminished somewhat by this exertion. And her gaze. To meet her gaze is certain death. Only by turning away would you hope to survive.
Is that an owl?
The owl is named Boreal. His trident strikes from a
Oh no,
great
that's not.
distance.
That's not Ember
Deadly,
Prime.
chaotic arcs. One might avoid
That
them
Chroma
with
Prime?
keen eye,
No.
if you can anticipate their faint threads before. Even the very ground you walk upon will become
Oh, is it Loki?
Boreal's weapon.
I don't know.
He may have a weakness at this moment, but it is not obvious. Worst of all is the paralyzing scream.
Describe what it looked like. What did it look like?
This moment is
Like they have like
your only
pointy
chance to
knees
close in,
and like pointy
unseen,
elbows.
and
Oh, yeah. Oh wait, no.
strike.
Wait, no. Hold on. Is it Ash Prime? No. It's either Chroma or Ash Prime, I think. Maybe.
What do they call the wolf?
Amar. He will gnash his fang blade, filling the air with deadly coils of flame. Survive the flame, and you might see frenzy. A relentless fury of slashes, Only the greatest of force will subdue him in this. Should he howl, the pack will appear. Mirrors of himself, meant to confuse. Only the true eye can distinguish the alpha among them. Vainglorious. Whelp, that's it. Off you go to die. You have nothing to fight these beasts with. I cannot guess how many lives a Tenno has, but you seem eager to lose another.
I've got work to do. You can lay here all you want, doing nothing, wallowing in ancient grudges. She chose the Tenno. But Ballas and your groveling son, they used her. They'll do it again and again, burning her up for whatever suits them and tossing the ashes when they're done. They cannot have her.
Dang.
Tenno, wait.
Yeah, that's right. You better apologize, Hunhow.
It is true. Fading in this deep hole, waiting to die, but without release. Held here by a purpose I cannot abandon. That she is free. So no, they cannot have her. But hear me, even if I help you, even if by some miracle you succeed, she will not be the same. Even for us, death leaves a mark. Do you understand?
I understand.
My Tenno's face looks very, like, familiar.
A weapon as old as those you hunt.
Oh, that's a dope looking bow. Not a rook. Don't gotta use my tree pistol anymore.
Don't have to use the 3 pistol anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care if his name's Hunhow. I'm still calling him Hunhow. That sounds cooler.
I don't
No,
mind,
no. If only I got the ability to bullet jump again. Follow Hunhow's guidance. Okay.
If you are worthy of Netherluck, you won't mind a little test, will you? Archons will raise the dead to swarm you, but Myra is not the only one to call thunder.
Dang. I failed that test fast.
If you are worthy of Netherluck, you won't mind a little test, will you?
Oh. Nadaruk is my primary. Neat.
Archons will raise the dead to swarm you, but Myra is not the only one to call thunder.
Wee.
Ruck can fire fast and true, but you will need to time your release with the weapon's rhythm if you hope to pierce the blighted skin of an Archon.
Bam.
You are quick to it, but facing the Archon will not be as easy.
Wait, the Archon? Am I gonna have to fight an Archon now? Crap. Aha. Return to surface. These gravelists. Oh crap. Whee. Oh. Got it. Eh. If any like space video game was like actually real, which one would you want it to be?
See, this space video game, I would say Titanfall.
Yeah, I'd say either Titanfall or Warframe or Destiny or Halo. That's fours. I gotta narrow it down.
Halo would...
No, yeah, probably Titanfall, Warframe, or Halo. Stop it! Let's get back. Ah, double kill. You die. And then you die. Hey. Stop it. Oh crap, that's not good. Dang it, if you ignore all the grinding in this game, I forgot how fun this game was without the grinding. The grinding is just where you have to grind to have the most fun. Like grinding for like necromechs and stuff is like, I don't like that, but like
Actually agreed to help?
Yeah. Bastard even gave me homework.
hey, that's not nice. It's the second bad word my man said. Shut up, Ballas. Oh, is this gonna explain how I lived?
Quiet down, please. Stand for pledges.
Cephalon Melica.
By the glory and wisdom of the seven, I give my life.
You wanna get the tension again? Save all that chitter-chatter for Tao. Our jump schedule has changed again, so we're moving exams up with it. Everyone has studied their temporal axioms unit, I assume?
TA? But we were meant to have physics.
By my precepts, I've never had such an enthusiastic group of students. Now, eyes on the main screen and pay close attention.
Temporal Axioms, Unit 6. The Prison of Linear Time. Presentism, the obsolete theory of linear time, posits that now is all that is real. In this frame, the present absolute, the now, moves constantly toward the future.
When are we ever gonna use this stuff?
And leaves the static past behind, discarded, consigned to unreality. The future remains to be discovered, but is less real than even the past. We see the shadows on the cave wall, but not the hands that cast them.
Solar extinction. Eternalism theory of void travel.
The void offers humanity the truer telling of eternalism that now is merely a facet of a great block.
My head hurts.
It is relative, and we can change the frame. The tyranny of the present absolute is overthrown. Tomorrow is now its equal.
Students, eyes on your own screen.
Question 1. Which of the following is not one of the theories of time? Presentism, futurism, eternalism.
I was actually supposed to be paying attention to that? Oh crap. I think futurism. Yeah.
Presentism and eternalism are the principal theories of time. Question 2. What is the principal failing of presentism? It considers the present to be the only reality. It has never been endorsed by an Archimedean of unblemished standing. It lacks elegance. It is not true.
What is the principal failing of presentism? What does that even mean?
Incorrect.
Dang.
We are not concerned here with absolute truth, only with truth as a relative scale. Demerit applied. Try again.
The merit. Aww.
Correct. As the name implies, presentism considers only the present to be real. Question 3. Lintana's parents have been captured, but she has a choice. The button that will open her mother's cell door will flood her father's cell with deadly radiation, and vice versa. She presses one of the buttons. Under eternalism, Which of the following statements is universally true? Only one of her parents will survive. Only one of her parents will die. Her parents will survive. Her parents will die.
That makes no sense.
Correct.
The answer that made no sense is the one that was correct.
Dies. Lentana is assigned to one of them, but the other is no less real and is theoretically accessible.
Oh, there's only 3 questions? Dang.
This
Oh.
is Zeraman Actual. All decks, all stations, stand by for reliquary field trip.
Students, please direct your attention to the windows. You may find this instructive.
In 10, 9, 8, 7,
Oh, I turned so slow.
6, 5,
Well, that's bright. I know it texted me. Marisa Tomei wanted Aunt May to have a girlfriend in Spider-Man No Way Home. There was a moment where I felt that maybe she should just be with a woman because Ben is gone. Dang. Spencer wouldn't have liked that. Hey, Ordis.
How long does she have?
Not long. You must hunt Era's Archons at once, and take from them their power over restoration. Given such a task before you, I suspect you'll be gone before she.
Forgive me, but this would be a lot easier if you could use that old, hello, magic. How did you lose it?
I didn't. More like, I don't have it yet.
Huh? And okay, now that's confusing. Mila. Tenno just went. Ordis just asked, "Where did your Tenno magic go?" And then I go, I didn't. I just don't have it yet. Well, he said more like, I just don't have it yet. He looks so familiar. Why does he look so familiar? The shape of his face reminds me of someone.
Well, who does he remind you of?
I don't know. I can't remember. I was gonna say maybe like some like Norman Osborn, but like no one. He doesn't remind me of Willem Dafoe or anyone. no. I'm gonna end the video here.